Hello. Oh shit. Sorry about that. Hey guys. Today I'm gonna make an equipment video. A lot of people ask me in-game about my stuff and my gear and stuff like that. Since I have an LGR and all that stuff, I'll go into detail about all that and all the stories about that in a second. But I guess I'd never really welcomed anyone to my channel, so I'm guessing that I should probably do it right now. Hey guys, I'm Johnny, and my in-game character is Maki, and I main a Shade and a Zero. One of the things, this is my main, and I'm hoping that soon I'll reach that 2 mil range. It might look like I have 2 mil range, but I don't. It's a long story, and I guess I can start now. Let me get this stuff out the way. So, this is my gear. As you can see, it looks like I have in-game gear, but in reality, it's kinda is, kinda isn't. So the story behind my character is I started this character unfunded, and I trained at SDH when it was still a viable option to train. And I trained to 216 on 250k range, and that is pretty brutal. And I don't know how I did it back then, but after a while I started making more friends, and I really enjoy this game a lot. I've been playing it since Pirates came out, and I think that was like around 2006, 2007, maybe 2008, I could be wrong, I don't remember. But I decided to fund, so the reason it's all mixed up like this and it looks like it's in-game gear, it's because I had a bunch of stuff prior to funding my character. So all my CRA is old, this shoulder is old, and post starting to fund was pretty much all my Tyrants and some of my Gollux strings. So when I started it, I started kind of backwards compared to a lot of people. A lot of people will go weapon, sub weapon, and like maybe badge, and badge emblem or emblem badge, whatever. You do all their Gollux and all this stuff, but I decided to go backwards because all this other stuff would take so much more time to do, and everything I just didn't have the resources for at the time. Being a pirate class is kind of hard to get gear. So I started with my Tyrants first, because if anyone knows about Tyrants, it's really BS to deal with. Anyways, I started from the hardest things, and then going into the smaller things, which is CRA. And now all my equipment is finished. I'm doing everything myself as much as I can, so it takes time. Instead of buying all the gear, like I said, I'm a pirate, especially a Shade. It's hard to buy gear for, or like a brawler type class. So I guess we can start with my totems. I got these from that hunters event that was going on. I really couldn't get anything else but this, and this is okay. It's not the best in the game, but I'm working on it. And this is from Sengoku High, I think. I'm not sure. No. Is it? Maybe it's Maple Leaf High. Yes. Not the best. I think this was the best at the time. I don't remember exactly. But this is my LGR. Like I said, I am doing everything myself, so it takes time. And at least trying to do everything I can on my own. So this is my LGR. It is prime scrolled. 3x3 prime. It's my preference. It's really up to you what you want to do with it. A lot of people will do ICOGs for weapon attack, but I prefer to do primes. And this thing went pretty smooth. I think they all passed first go. Potential's kind of garbage, but slowly working on that. This is my solid ring. It is complete garbage. I think I spell traced this. I don't remember. It was a long time ago. And there's not really much to say. It's pretty bad. But I guess, yeah, it's really bad. I don't really have much to say about this ring, except I'm gonna replace it and I'm probably gonna prime it. And if not, if I could get a good deal on another one, then I'll do that. Cause to be honest, be I cannot be bothered to do Gollux stuff. It's just I don't have the patience, I don't have the luck to pass Gollux scrolls, even the basic ones. So here we move on to my reinforced string. My reinforced string is pretty good, pretty okay. My general rule is to try to, I think this is everyone's general rule, is to like perfectly scroll it with whatever you're gonna scroll it with, which I would recommend advanced scrolls for these, which you can get at the Gollux shop with the Gollux coins. And this is perfected with 11 stars with 18% strength. My general rule is obviously scrolling it with whatever you would want, right? Like I'll go into more detail to that later, but these you would use advanced Gollux, and at least you want to get minimum 15% is what I'm going for on all my gear. And this is my superior Gollux ring. It's perfected, 15 stars. It has 23% strength. These two rings I got from really good friends of mine. Like I said, I cannot be bothered to do Gollux stuff. It's just such a process. This I got from my friend, my good friend Nels and Gildy, or as you can know him in game as Torch. He gave me a really good deal on it, and we're really close friends, so I trust him, and he wants to support me as much as I can. I want to support him as much as I can, so it worked out. And I got this from another good friend and my guild master, Harrison, or Ayers, and I'm really thankful for it. And this is my pocket item. I got it from the Hunter's Quest as well. I wish I could get the hog horns, but I didn't get it. And we're gonna move on to my Crusader Codex. My Crusader Codex, I'm using the Leaf Ray set, which, if you guys don't know what the Leaf Ray set is, it's pretty much you open these up and you go to set, and these are the sets. And what you do is you collect cards of the areas that they're at. So if you collect all these, you would get this bonus or this extra set on your book. And everyone recommends you do Leaf Ray set because you'll get plus all skills 1 level, which is not really the main part of this. It's more the 30% PDR or ignore defense. And if you guys don't know what that is, it's pretty much some mobs, I guess bosses as well, will come with a set amount of defense, and some of that defense is too high, so you would find yourself, for a good example, Hila. If you notice when you go fight Hila or Hila, when you attack, your damage is a lot lower. Well, it's because her defense is really high. So what you want to go around that is you get as much PDR or ignore defense as much as possible. And this gives a pretty decent amount, and it's really easy to get. All you gotta do is get all the cards, pretty much kill all the monsters in Leaf Ray, and collect their cards, and then you'll be able to use the set effect, which is right here. Familiars, if you guys want to see that, I don't really have much. I don't have drop great gear, so I ended up buying this Wolf Underling. You can only get this during Marvel, or you can buy it in the free market. I would recommend, if you're gonna buy it, you would buy it right after Marvel, while Marvel is running, because there's gonna be an abundance of these, and you can get up to as cheap as 5 bill. And if you're unfunded, well, you can always substitute for a spider. I think I have one as well. I do, yes, here. And you can get these in Edelstein. Oh, I guess I can't use it here. But you go Edelstein and you go to the Black Wings mines and you keep going and you'll find the big spider there. And if not, you can find them in the FM for relatively cheap. Or you can ask a guildie or somebody. And I think at this point they're so abundant you can get them pretty much anywhere. You can also get these by doing Gollux. And I will make a video on how to do Gollux as well. And pretty much a guide and how to do the quests and everything, and that will take time. And this you can also get, you can buy, but this is unnecessary. This is more of a luxury item, like a completionist kind of thing. But if you really want it and that's your life, if that's how you want to build your character, then that's totally up to you. This is my not finished Superior Gollux Pendant. It is not perfected. It has +6, but I don't think I'm really going to do much to it because, like I said earlier, I just cannot be bothered to do Gollux stuff. So this is the Legendary Potential. I never finished cubing it. I got 9% strength the last time I did it, and I pretty much decided to keep it like that. Because I don't have the best luck in the game, don't have the best RNG or random number generator for Gollux stuff. This pendant is perfected. It's 12 stars. I got it from Harrison with this ring, and it's 15%, which is pretty much done for me for at the moment. So I just gotta get this other stuff to 15%. So stuff that is pretty much done for me is these 2 rings, that. I mean, besides potentials, and I just need to reskull that for now. And my weapon is not something special. It is the weapon I've been using since I started funding this character. When I first started funding, I wasn't really investing money that much into it, so I'm not really sure what scrolls I use to do this. All you need to know, it's not the best scrolled. As you can tell, it's +8. It could be +10. I think I did a mixture of 70s and 30%. I'm not sure. I'm gonna reschool it later, probably prime it, but it's really hard to come by, so I'm taking my time with this. But the potential's pretty good. I don't think I'm gonna change it until I get another boss neb or something so I can work around that boss percent on this and try to get all percent attack. Bonus potential need to work on. I got a magic attack Signacle, which is kind of bad, but it's all I can get at the moment. This is my Tyrant belt, 15% strength, prime scrolled, 5-star. Like I said, with these you can go ICOGs or prime scrolls. It really depends on what's your goal and how you want to build your character. I went primes. I think most people with Tyrants usually go ICOGs because they can get, or Incredible Chaos Scroll of Goodness, if that's what you're wondering. You can get them through events or Marvel. And what those do is those will add and continue adding random stats. And they can go up to +10 or +9 weapon attack on your things. And the cool thing about superior items like these, like Tyrant belts, Nova belts, Nova gear or Tyrant gear, is that they keep multiplying with the more and more stars you add on. So people usually will ICOG them and get like +10 weapon attack 3 times or something, or hope to get that, and then it gets multiplied when you get more stars. So if you want range, if that's your thing, more range, more damage, I would go with ICOGs. It seems to be more, I guess, helps you get more range. It just seems to add more total range after a while. But I was going for main stat for the most part. I'm going for main stat. That is my goal. Now moving on to my CRA. My CRA is all perfectly 70%. I am slowly gonna swap over to 30% CRA for now, because I don't really want to fund, and I don't want to use prime scrolls because that is very expensive. Like this, I have them right here, uniques, and we're going to 30% these Fever Time. And if you don't know what Fever Time is an event that Nexon, or I guess Nexon, has. Not too often, but not too infrequently either. I wish they did them more often because it helps lots of unfunded players. And if scroll their things, and if you don't know how to do that, you press O, and this is how you enhance items. And what you do is, let's say that's random Sweetwater, and you can scroll them with these spell traces, which you can get in the FM or pick them up. Or another thing you can do is, you finish Silent Crusade, you can use these coins. Where are they? These coins, and for every 100 you get 500? I don't remember, but you get a decent amount of spell traces from this. So I suggest you save these up and do Silent Crusade, and you can get a lot of free spell traces for that. But yes, I'm going to 30% my So right now this is kind of temporary CRA. They're not that great. 9% strength, 3% all stat, 3% strength. This is just placeholders. Same thing with my face and eye. Plans for these: 15%, 15%, 15% at least, and 30% hammered, which hammers means that you get more slots. And these, I'm gonna buy new ones. Hopefully I can find some with decent potentials, so I don't have to cube them myself. At least not as much as I would have to with other ones like these. I'm going to icon them and hopefully get good, because I don't want to really prime too much. They're kind of hard to come around. They're kind of pricey. We're gonna move down to my boots. They have 6% all stat. I still need to work on that. I've been kind of not been cubing lately, but maybe soon I'll throw in a new cubing video to cube all this stuff, finish it off. But like I said, I primed these 5-star. I want to go for main stat, so that's how I got such a high main stat, or just stats in general. Like I said, it's really your preference, whether you want weapon attack or main stat. Gollux rings perfected. There's not really much to say about these. I bought these in the FM. I saw them for really cheap. I think someone was selling them for 4 bill, and I just hopped on them because no one wanted to buy them for some reason. They have 9% strength, 11 stars. Really nice. They complete my superior Gollux set. This Meister Shoulder I will also replace, and this has 6% strength. Not that great, but it's something to hold for now. So all this stuff pretty much right here, well, pretty much all this is gonna go. That's gonna go. Gonna probably 30% that, or maybe prime it. We'll see, or icon. We're gonna see where that goes with that. This is just gonna get primed. Moving on to my Tyrant gloves. Tyrant gloves, like I said, a lot of this Tyrant stuff is usually for people who are way more near the end, but I decided to do it backwards because this is the more pain in the butt stuff to deal with, and I wanted to get it out of the way. But yeah, these Tyrant gloves I got from my girlfriend. She had done Marvel and she got these. I paid full price for them because I wanted to support her, and she just wanted to support her and get her funds and stuff, so I paid full price for them. Didn't really get a discount. Primed them myself. Like I said, I'm going for main stat, and I'm trying to get at least 15% strength on them and speed infusion, which is really hard to do and really hard to get, so I'm hoping you'll get it sometimes. I got decent sharp eyes, which is this. It increases your I'm pretty sure it increases your, let's see, stats. Also go over my stats in a while. It increases your maximum crit and your critical chance. I got a loaded droid, an Orca droid. You got these through the Black Heaven event. I think people still have them. I don't know if you can sell them or not. Don't remember. Okay. Boss Emblem. I did not bother to go further than this because there is an update soon coming to all heroes, which is like the Luminous, Aaron, Shade, Phantom, Evan, those classes pretty much. They're gonna get a 100 level 100 emblem, which means you can get better potentials on. So I'm gonna wait for that. My Ghost Ship Exorcist badge. You get this through going to MP3 or Boy Quiet Town and doing this quest line, which will also show how to get this. I will show how to get all of this stuff pretty much. That's not like the LGR and the Tyrant Bell and things like that. I'm gonna show you how to get all these things, Sweetwater, in time. But yeah, you get this to this quest, and the reason you want this is because this is the only badge in the game that you can actually scroll and enhance and get potential on. So whatever you do, don't use anything that will blow this up. Just do not do it. And if you want to know how to scroll this and you try to put it in this menu, it doesn't let you scroll it, you use chaos scrolls. Any kind of chaos scrolls will work on this. So if you're having trouble with that, that's how you do that. This, I got this from the Maple anniversary last year. You got it from just giving people buffs. I don't know if they have one this year, but this was probably the best thing you can get at the time for me. I barely started this character not too long ago. You can go through all the other events. Right now, the Mastery at their time gives a really good badge. So if you want a really good badge for free, that's where you go. It's really good. And this is my secondary. It's pretty amazing for me because I'm a Shade. 40% boss, 9% crit, 30% ignore defense, 12% attack, 9% crit, 12% boss, and a nebula on it that has 20% boss. This pretty much completes my sub stats or my other stats, which is not damage related, which is like ignore defense, boss percent, things like that. And I'll go into that in a little bit. This is my Tyrant cape. I don't remember what I scrolled this with, but it's like sub-average or average scroll. I didn't really care too much about it. Don't worry too much about Tyrant capes. I mean, if you want to go all out, I guess you can. But most people will just icog them, like I said, Chaos Scroll. It's really cheap and effective. Right now they have 3 for 130 anniversary coins, I think. But if you can get them and use them on here, then you can get that weapon attack and give you the extra boost to range, and that's when it becomes worth it. But you can stick with the Nova cape for now, or a Tyrant cape if you want to, if whatever you can get. This is later on. You can get these. Don't worry about getting this at 200k range. It's not really gonna do much. It really helps for later on. Like all this Tyrant stuff really helps for later on. But it's really up to you. But if I would recommend, if you're looking for range, I would go with icogs, not prime scrolls. Don't worry about prime scrolls. Heart, pretty garbage. I scrolled it a long time ago. Like I said before, a lot of this stuff I have on me is stuff from way prior before I started funding, and I haven't replaced it yet. So in time, I will replace all these things or redo them. Like I said, I'm trying to do all my stuff on my own and with very little help, except for Gollux stuff, because that stuff is stuff I just cannot be bothered to do. And the way you get Gollux stuff is by doing the Tin Room quest and the Crimson Heart quests and all that stuff, which I will post a video how to do all that. But if by the point you get to that point and you can't do the boss, you can always ask people, and there's a lot of people who are willing to carry you to get coins and get all this stuff for free. So yeah, that's most of my gear. And if you guys wondering what cash items I have, because some people will care about that, I have a Santa hat, decked out Santa hat. I really like this item for some weird reason. I like Christmassy stuff. I have the palm print mask, which is like a slap in the face. I got this head bandage. Transparent earrings. All my transparent stuff is temporary because I am just too frugal and I don't want to waste money on transparent stuff. It can get really expensive. I have this striped hoodie shirt, brisk pants as well. They haven't released these in a while, so I haven't been able to get them. I got this from, it's a mixture transparent weapon. I got this from like not an event, but next one was having a sale on these, and they were perm, so I was like, you can't skimp out on that. Also ink and wash. These are kind of expensive, but if you do boxes, you can get them. And sometimes if you wait, there might be an abundance of them. Like right now, they're coming out. I don't think anyone's doing boxes, but these come out. When they come out pretty frequently. So you want to wait when these are being released to buy them, so you can get them from cheap. Like I got this, my ring, label ring, for pretty cheap. I got it for I think like 1.8 bill. And I got this for 2 bill or something like that. Got them for really cheap. If you wait throughout the year and you don't wait for these, you can get them for like 4 bill. People will inflate these as much as they can. And Andrew is wearing my other stuff, which is my Silver Wolf earrings, war paint, temporary. Red checkered shirt, Silver Wolf, white bandage. And I guess the things you guys have been waiting for is my stats. So as you can see, I am not overly strong. I am about at the midway. Unbuffed. I guess with this you can take it off. Well, I guess I can't take it off, but that's where I'm at. Basically pretty much 1 mil range. If I buff up, which shades only have 1 buff, I'm at 1 mil range, 1.1, and hopefully once I finish all this, I'll be able to get to 2 mil soon. And I guess I can consider this my road to 2 mil range videos. This is where we start, and I'll keep updating my gear. As a shade though, I start with very low crit, so that's the reason I said that even though people would think that those crit lines are really bad, for a shade that's amazing, because I think we start out with 5, so we literally have nothing. I have 247% boss attack, and don't worry about your boss attack too much. It's an individual thing. Don't listen to people who be like, oh, you need 300% boss, or you need 400% boss, you need 250% boss. It's really individual per character and how your character works. Ignore defense I have pretty high. I don't have too many link skills. Oh right, I could show you that, which is, I guess you can consider it part of an equipment video, because it does increase your stats. So if you don't know what link skills are skills you can get by creating characters. Like I have a Phantom, and the way you access them is, like I said, you go to your first tab and you go to Link Skill Manager, and you can give them to different characters via this. And most characters have a certain amount of levels. You only want to get them to 120 for their things. It's not worth going 100, 210 or 200 to get the max level. Like this is a decent amount. See, 15%, 10% damage, damage by 10%. All this really good stuff. I still need to level this to 210 to get the next level. This is all stats. 5%. Ignore damage. Oh, ignore damage a little bit. This is from zeros. This is from any Cygnus character you have. This is from a Xenon. This is from BTs. This is from Akana. DAs, or Demon Avengers, and a Phantom. And that's how I got a little bit of bonus. I don't have a Luminous, but I got most of that ignore defense from the Leaf Reset, thanks to Leaf Reset, thanks to that. So you don't gotta like dump all your resources into these things. You can slowly build and adjust into these things. And if I use my hyper buffs, I am 1.5. That is the maximum total I can get. 90% ignore defense, 267 boss attack. I get sharp eyes to increase my crit rate, 86. My unique ability is 90% crit, which is good for me. Atom drop rate, it's really low, but I guess it helps out overall. And pretty much 9.7k. Main stat. I hope you guys enjoyed my equipment video. I will go into more in depth and on how to get these things and how to go about these things. It takes time, pretty much. It really depends on who you are as a player. If you are unfunded, then there are ways to do it. Trust me, I have friends who've reached 1 mil range in my range without spending any money at all. And that takes time, but there are ways to do that, and I will show you how. And if you are funded and still don't know how to do things, then you guys can come along with me and look at how I do the rest of my gear and my zeros gear, and hopefully one day I'll main a DB after this. I want to have more than one main just because I really enjoy this game, and some people say it's pay to win, and it is in a way, but just because it's pay to win doesn't mean it's not fun, and it's not mean that you can't do things. It just takes time and patience, and if you really like the game and really enjoy it, then it's totally worth it. There's nothing more satisfying than doing things on your own, and like if you can get to that range and stuff like that, then props to you, and it makes the game even more fulfilling, which is what it does for me. Watching your character evolve and change and get stronger from where you started, and it just feels good, and helping other people out. So thank you for watching my video. Leave a like if you like, subscribe for more. I'm not only going to do MapleStory videos, I'm also going to do more. I'm just waiting for my new graphics card to come in. So once that comes in, I'll be able to do more. But for now, it's MapleStory videos and maybe some Slither MapleStory.io, and maybe some Steam games. We'll see. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoy.